Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to have you all here back. Welcome. Hi, everyone. Welcome. We're going to have an amazing live. I welcome you, everyone, back. I'm Tetivik, and we're going to have an amazing video, amazing lesson, amazing live. We're going to talk about the women and money. Women and luxury lifestyle, women and success. It's an amazing topic. It's one of my favorite, I would say, because there is so much to learn. Hi, I see your beautiful Rose. Thank you. Hi, so happy you're here. Welcome, everyone. Get yourself comfortable, get yourself cozy. We are in a beautiful place, in a quiet place, the most important. I absolutely love teaching when it's quiet. There is beautiful background music. We're in a beautiful place. It's one of the most luxurious hotels, and I'm in a private business lounge. So I'm completely alone in here. There's no one here, and we can be alone, have some privacy, have beautiful flowers, even if it's artificial. I absolutely love it. And how luxurious is this setup, isn't it? And of course, I want to show you my new dress. I was on live and there was a message that came, and I said, I will absolutely show you when the dress arrived. Look how beautiful is this cute bow. Look at this. And I make different colors. I absolutely adore this baby pink. It's silk and satin together, and it's just magical. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a maxi dress, super, super long, as you can see. And it's like a jasmine, Princess Jasmine dress. Before I start, I want you to get comfortable, have some food, have something to drink, bring your notepad and a pen so you can write notes, because this is an educational video. Of course, we're going to laugh, we're going to smile, but we are going to learn a lot of things. And you know, a couple of hours ago, 2 hours ago, I was here and I was wearing like a green dress, and we had an amazing live about assertiveness in a woman. I would definitely recommend you to watch. It was fire. We learned a lot about standards, about setting boundaries, especially with the men, with the touch, physical boundaries, how to talk to people, you know, how to say if I don't like something, how to protect yourself. So if you would like to be more assertive, more confident, and have like a higher self-esteem, how you want life to be, I suggest you to watch that live about assertiveness. It's a luxury woman's lifestyle. How is she assertive in her life? And today we're going to talk a little bit about assertiveness too, because to have money, it takes guts, you know, to have success, it gets guts. And as well, we need to be assertive to demand things and have luxury lifestyle. And of course, you can always book one-to-one consultation with me. You can purchase any dresses that I wear. And I want to let you know that if you choose a dress and you're not sure about it, we can send you a video. And we can also schedule a complimentary call where we're on a call with you. We're showing you every angle, every piece, you know, every sewing, how it's done, so you're sure what you're buying. And all the dresses that I've ever sold, I've never got any refund asked back. I never asked, you know, got any problems with anyone. Comes in a very luxury packaging, because every dress has its own box, so you can store them in their own boxes. And it's wrapped, you know, with the bows, with the gold linings. Like, it's just magic. You get like candy, different beauty products in the box. So the girls who ordered, yeah, they know that it's a magical experience to have the dresses that I sent. And of course, you can do my courses. Now, a lot of people are loving when we talk about dating wealthy men. I had live, I think 2 days ago, about dating wealthy men, and it was like 1,000 people just commenting, watching, and it was just amazing, amazing energy, and it's an amazing video. I show you around, I do a tour, I talk about gifts, I talk about success, I talk about understanding wealthy men and their psychology, and of course, it's, to be more feminine, to be more beautiful. So if you're interested more in that, I have a beautiful, luxurious, gorgeous course about dating wealthy men. And you know, I tell this because when you don't tell about your courses, people don't know what you have. So I would like you to know, because you know, if you go to the store but they don't have anything on display, how will you know what to buy? So if you're interested to join my energy, to join my programs, I have a course about wealthy men, dating wealthy men, receiving gifts from wealthy men, and I have a course about a luxury lady, luxury woman. So these courses are right now the dominant courses I'm working with, and I have live sessions with them, with the people that want to do these courses, and all links are below. The luxury man, luxury woman, and the dating successful man course, they are by the link. You just click on the link and it takes you to my website, and you can purchase. If there's anything doesn't work, if you want to purchase any other course, you have questions, just email our team. The email is also provided for you, and we can take care of you. And of course, you can always, always ask me anything that comes to your mind. So the live chat is here. Please, everyone, join. We are going to start right away because I really want to take time, invest time to talk about this. In my previous live, when I was talking about assertiveness, we were talking about assertiveness and having boundaries with men. Now, in that live, I promised that I'm going to tell you a little bit as well about assertiveness with family and assertiveness with money. About money, we are going to talk all about money this live, so I will definitely dedicate my whole time about that. But before talking about money, I really want to talk about this family ties. A lot of people have families, and that's normal, that we come from a family, but you have to understand that the family is not determined by blood. Family is determined by where you're loved. And I want you to understand this big concept. I had a consultation with one girl, and she lives in Sydney, in Australia, and we were talking a lot. She has brothers and sisters, but she said, I don't feel loved. They don't take me out when they go out. My mom doesn't talk to me. My dad is quite distant. So anything that she described, it felt like she's actually living with strangers. And she decided to get married. She got married. She moved out from the house, and she said, I've never been happier. I'm loved. I have my children now. She had just a baby girl born. And she says, I'm very happy now. I feel what I was supposed to feel. I knew something is wrong. So all her life she felt unloved. And I want to tell you why I'm telling you, sharing this example, because we think that our family is where we need to belong, and we need to devote ourselves to the family, and we need to struggle, and we need to get abused. But actually have to understand that I know this is a very difficult topic, but your family, hi cute heart, hi darling, your family is not where you're born. Your family is where you are happy, where you're loved, where you're welcomed. And you know, a lot of times when you comment, if you noticed, I pretty much answer 99% of the comments. The only comments that I don't answer to is, for example, if you send a red heart, even that I put a heart to you. There is no comment that I have not hearted in my whole channel. There is no empty comment. If you look at each comment has a heart. There is no empty comment. That means I'm abundant of love. I see each one of you. And I personally answer every comment because only I know my channel. My team never answers to any comment. So any comment, when I answer, you get an email notification. Royalty Living has liked your comment and he said this and that. It means I personally, from my phone, texting you. So I'm talking to you. That means I show you love. And I always say, welcome to our loving community. Welcome to our family. Welcome to Royalty Living. Welcome here. You are so welcome. You are so seen. You are so loved. So try to understand that if you're struggling right now, if you are overwhelmed with the not being assertive in your family, not getting what you want, understand that it's sometimes normal to have distance with family. It's sometimes normal to not have any communication with your relatives. It's sometimes normal to not talk with your siblings, because you need to understand, if somewhere you are not loved, somewhere you are not taken care of, somewhere you are not respected, somewhere you're not welcomed, and somewhere where you do not feel safe, that is not family. That is not family. The seal pink next to the cream flowers is so pretty, right? I think there is just something so beautiful and magical about this. Thank you for compliment. It's just creates absolutely gorgeous and luxurious atmosphere. And today we're going to talk about luxurious women. We're going to talk about money and success. So I want you to get, completely inspired. And I absolutely love this corner. I love this place. Like I just, I have bought this place. I mean, I paid to reserve for me, but somehow it's mine now. They know. And it's so funny. I was having live, I was wearing a different dress. So the security, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Obviously, you cannot go into hotel if you do not have any VIP access. And they see me coming in a green dress, and then they're like in a pink dress. Like, you changed? I'm like, yes, I live 5 minutes away from you. And my building is very similar. We both, the building where I live also has a similar setup with the marbles and the elevators, because I live in a high floor. So it's a very similar building to my own house building. So I feel very comfortable. So I'm so happy that you're all here. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what you would like to hear. Let me know what is on your mind. Don't shy away. And so what I was saying about the family, I really wanted to mention this because I promised in my previous video that I will talk about assertiveness with family. I would like to give you key takeaways before we go talking about success and luxury lifestyle and money and shopping. And I want you to know a few sentences. First of all, I want you to understand a few things, and I would like to read these things. I created a list how to be assertive with your family. And I would like to tell you a few things. First of all, you need to say, I have rights to have my own space and my own privacy. That means your family members need to knock when they enter your room. That means that personal things should not be touched and nothing needs to be moved that is in your room. And that means that some information can keep private. So the first thing, assertiveness in a woman, in a luxury woman, and before we move talking about money, understand that you need to secure a relationship with your family. That means I have rights to my space and my privacy. So please do not come into my room whenever you want. Do not move my clothes whenever, however you want. Even if you are my mom, you do not touch my undergarments. You do not touch my dresses. If you are my sister, you do not borrow my dresses without asking me. If you're my brother, you do not enter to my room when I'm changing. You have to have respect towards me. That means I have my own space and my own privacy. That's number one. It's like a constitution of a woman. Number two is that I have rights to be loved and to be respected. That means that a family needs to take care of you. That means that they need to show kindness to you. That means that they need to be gentle with you. Gentle, not rude, not abrupt, not screaming at you, not fighting with you. Just because I'm in your family does not mean that I belong to you. I'm not your servant. We just share the same blood. And if you behave bad, it means I cut you off in a most quicker way. Now, about love and respect, it means that you are not anyone's slave. You're not cleaning after your siblings, you are not raising your siblings, and you do not owe anything to your parents. A lot of girls contact me and say that my mom is my responsibility, I need to pay for my dad's debts. No, I refuse. I'm the baby, I'm the child of the family. Do not put those responsibilities on my shoulder. And you have your own life. You have to have rights to choose your own degree. They need to respect your goals, your clothing, and the man you choose. So you deserve, I have rights for love and respect. And number three is that I have rights to not talk to my family and move out. I have rights to have distance with my family if they're emotionally abusive, if they're verbally using very hurtful and negative words, or they're physically or sensually, intimately abusive. Run. If any of you is going through any kind of abuse in a family, please contact me. I will give you private consultation for free just to help you to escape. And as well, I have rights to heal on my own terms. If I'm doing some personal development work, my family cannot judge me. And in fact, that's my private business. So if any family members attack me or judge me or discuss what I'm doing, I will say that I'm not comfortable that you're talking about this. This is my life, my healing. And of course, you have rights to cut off your family for good if they're hurting you. I would like you to understand, and we're going to start talking about money, but I want you to understand the reason I'm talking about family. Family is where your money beliefs come from. Family is where they decide if you're going to be wealthy or not. They put special programming. So if you have problems in your family, it's going to be harder for you to get the money and success. That's why I purposely took time, 5 minutes before the money topic, to discuss about family. Please, if you have any problems with your family, secure and understand and heal family relationship before you are going to chase money or want money or keep money or decide to become wealthy. Family is what you need to chase first before you chase money. But of course, don't chase anything. We are women, we do not chase, we just get. We don't even need to attract. I didn't attract this place. I just saw it. It's a beautiful building. I saw it across from my building. I was like, I love this building. I wonder what is there. And then I discovered it's a luxury hotel for movie stars. So I have my own movie, so it's for me. And I love the setup, the downstairs. I've showed you around as well, this hotel before. Look at my other life. I showed this building where I'm wearing like a black and white dress, very classy dress. And they're like movie star pictures. And in the beginning where you enter in the lobby, there is a chair, says director and producer. So it's so cute. So cute. I love the ideas. I love the creativity of the people. So now you understood why I'm talking about family? Do you have any questions about family ties? So make sure that you heal family relationships and understand your rights. Yes, I have rights for my space and privacy. I have rights to be loved and respected. And I have also rights to choose my own goals, choose my own life, and to not talk with the family if they are hurting me. And it's very difficult. I know it's very difficult, but you have choice. And no, family is where you're loved. Friends can be sometimes more family than your real direct family. And know that money comes the moment when you heal your family ties. If there is any problem with money, ask yourself, who am I fighting with? What family member I'm fighting with? And try to forgive them, even if they don't deserve. That's not up to you to decide. Let them go so the money can come. So I want you to understand this fundamental truth. In order to have family, you have to have forgiveness with family. Make family ties normal, remove anything that is not needed. If someone is hurting you, move out, but sort your family life so you can finally have money. Now, are you ready? We are doing so amazing, and I didn't want to keep like, half an hour or an hour. I wanted to jump right away to the topic. So if you're ready, let's start. Today we're going to talk about luxurious woman, her life, the gorgeous lifestyle that she wants to have, and we have few aspects. First of all, luxury lifestyle, of course, shopping, of course, the success and the money, and the business. This is an immensely big topic, and we're going to cover all aspects. Right now, do you have any question about money? Anything that comes to your mind? And by the way, you can ask any other questions about beauty, femininity, whatever comes to your mind. Now let's start right away. A lot of women do not understand that they have rights to have money. Why? Because by the generations, we never had money. We never actually owned properties. We were not allowed to have credit cards or regular cards. We were not allowed to vote. We did not have rights to work. We had a lot of suppression, oppression, and abuse in the past. And that's how women were. And we have, of course, we know very beautiful actresses where they make their businesses, they open their own productions, they open beautiful women who open their businesses. We know those women. And slowly, even women scientists start becoming normal. Slowly, working become normal. And now, in nowadays society, we actually have it all. Women, now that we are alive, now we're the luckiest women in the world. Why? Because we're allowed to have whatever we want. We're allowed to work, we're allowed to vote, we are allowed to marry for money and love. We are allowed to choose who we will be with. We're allowed to have houses. We're allowed to have credit cards. We're allowed to open businesses. We're allowed to be wealthy and rich. And we are allowed to have anything that we want. We are magical beings. We are allowed so much. I want you to understand that right now, if you want to be wealthy, if you want to have a luxury lifestyle, if you want to open your business, it's possible. So can we just take a breath, relax for a moment? And I would like you to do this little ritual. It's a step towards the money that you do before we discuss this theoretical part. I want you to put your hand on the heart, on your own heart, and really believe the words that you're saying. And let's say this. I am created for wealth. I am wealth. I'm created for money because the money is inside of me. I am money. I'm created for a luxury lifestyle because I'm a luxury woman. I deserve it all. I deserve a man. I deserve family. I deserve children. I deserve houses. I deserve cars. I deserve endless shopping. I deserve beautiful clothes. I deserve designer items. I deserve beautiful luxury travel. I deserve spas. I deserve everything. I choose to be wealthy. From today, I proclaim that I will be wealthy because wealth is inside of me. Now release, just breathe and get yourself ready. You right now just made a decision. You right now made a choice. You said, I choose to be wealthy. The programming is sent. The order is sent. Your cook is cooking. So from today on, you're going to receive different opportunities. You're going to meet different people. You might meet a wealthy man, a wealthy girlfriend. Maybe you will go to a luxury place. Maybe someone will invite you to the dinner. You are going to start attracting a lot of wealthy luxury experiences. I would like you to let them come. Let them come into your life. And now let's talk step by step about everything. First, let's talk about luxury lifestyle. Luxury lifestyle Let's understand these two words. You know, my channel is called Royalty Living. Have you ever thought why I named it like this? First of all, my ego is not big. I didn't put my name of my channel to Tivik, Princess to Tivik, because I have nothing to prove. I have everything I want. I know who I am. I have my beauty. I have everything I want physically, materially, spiritually, emotionally. And I have created a very beautiful personality. I have my degrees, I'm fluent in many languages, I have materialistic things, I have physical things, I have emotional intelligence, I have my spiritual connection to God. I have it all. So the channel has never been about me. The channel has always been about royalty living. Royalty living. Mediocre living, low class living, poor living. No, royalty living. And what determines royalty living? Luxuriousness. Every video where you see me, watch every single video. Watch at my background. Watch at the things that are surrounding me. Watch where I am. Watch what I'm wearing. Watch my jewelry. Watch my dresses. Watch my nails. Watch my hair. Watch me. There is one word that is oozing throughout all videos: luxury lifestyle. And I do not need to talk about it and say, I like luxury lifestyle. People can see I like luxury lifestyle because I'm a luxury woman. So the key takeaway in here, I want you to understand, for you, in order to have a luxury lifestyle, you have to become a luxury person. Do you understand? That it's not the lifestyle that you want, it's who you become. It's the person that you become. Luxury lifestyle is not a thing that you chase and you get. It's someone that you already become, and then it is oozing through your pores as a physical representation. So whatever is in my mind, it oozes to the real life. Understand that? So luxury lifestyle. First of all, when I told you why I called it royalty living, I didn't call life, I called living, because that means it's a verb. It's something that you are continuously doing. It means I'm living my life. I'm continuously creating something. I'm producing something. I'm generating something. It's a process. And luxury lifestyle is a process. Every day, maybe you're going to move to the new apartment soon. You're going to buy a new house. You're going to purchase a new dress. You're going to buy new beautiful earrings. You're going to do your nails. You're going to do your makeup. You're going to maybe cut the ends of your hair. Step by step, you're creating a luxury lifestyle, but you're choosing wisely. Now, in the luxury lifestyle, you will see something that all wealthy people have, something in common they have. Have you noticed that wealthy people do not hang out in cheap places? Have you ever thought why? Why do you think I do not go to fast food restaurants? I do not go to drive-thrus. I do not go to pubs. I do not go to clubs. I do not go to bars. Why? Because it is below me. And it is below you. If you are clubbing, you are not classy. Classy women do not go to clubs. I've never seen a classy woman in a club. I've seen very promiscuous women. I've seen very open, vulgar women. I've seen very cheap, very easy to get women to go to clubs. And I used to live in London before, and I'm going to tell you very interesting, I'm going to touch a very interesting topic about energies in cities. Just wait for a moment, I will discuss this with you. And I remember there was a very wealthy area where I would go for the restaurants. And my restaurant, 2 doors from the restaurant that I really loved, that was one of the most famous restaurants in Mayfair. Mayfair is a very wealthy area. There was a club. So opposite, next to my restaurant, not far, like literally I can see them, there's a club. So I very carefully was always watching who goes there, because I would never go there. And the restaurant that I would go, everyone is dressed classy, heels, beautiful dresses, makeup on fleek, and then I will see people in the bar, in going to that club. Too young, drunk, open, naked, vulgar, 3D eyelashes that you do not see the person's eye. And I always say, ladies, men hate those lashes. It's incredibly unclassy. You want to become a luxury woman. Have you ever seen me wearing 3D lashes? How would that look? So please understand that luxury people go to luxury places. So let's make a little test. Take a pen, or in your mind, answer the questions, all right? Now, do you feel that you are a luxury person? Honestly. You might say yes or no. Answer that question. Second question, do you feel that you are going only to luxury places? Now, if you go to the clubs, pub, bars, that's not luxury. If you're eating in a fast food restaurant and you're spending your dinners in McDonald's, that's not luxury place. I don't buy anything from McDonald's. I do not like that store. I will never go there because I know how they make the food, and it's disgrace to go there. I don't even want to see there, be seen there. There is a place where I need to walk, and there is a big McDonald's, and I will on purposely cross the street so people don't even think that I've ever been there, because if they see me walking there, they might assume that I was inside. So do you see how much I protect my beauty, how much I protect my luxuriousness? Do not be seen in those places. So do you feel that you are a luxury person? Second of all, do you feel and you think that you go to only luxury places? And the third, do you feel and think that you behave in a luxury way? Luxurious way is when you speak kindly, when you're softer, when you're not rushing, when you're not fighting. If you're standing and you're fighting with someone, that's not a luxury place. You see, the inside of my hand is itching. That means that the money is going to come soon, very, very fast. So yes, thank you, God. I receive it. Thank you so much for blessings. This itchiness is so nice. Thank you for sending me money from nowhere. I love this. And it's so funny. I'm talking about money and he's telling, oh, you're going to get money. Thank you. And in my culture, it's very interesting. And I actually always proven, like, I don't know why, but when my nose is itching very, very much, I know that I'm going to get money. And today when I was doing my makeup, it was itching so much that I took a brush and I was like, oh, like this, because I didn't want to ruin my makeup, but I could not, because it was itchy so much. I felt like I'm a rabbit, And I love that feeling. I love these little clues that God gives. And then before I came to do live, I was sitting in a restaurant and I was having some food, and it's very warm in here and the palm trees were there and there was no wind, and suddenly one of the leaves of the palm tree start moving. And I knew that's how God is saying that I'm here. And I love when he's using birds, trees, some signs of nature, and he's talking with me. And I feel that he's there. And I just wanted to mention this, that when you see these kind of things, just know God is there, because God finds a way how to talk to you. And I love that about him, is that he has a great character. And since I was very little, and that's why I actually have a degree in theology, I went to study science about God. I had this connection with him, and I said that no matter what happens, I know that I have you. No matter if I lose my parents, you have family, maybe siblings, relatives, no matter what you lose, even a man or friends, there is just one being that is always there. Now, why I talk about God is for you to understand that ultimate luxury comes from God. I did not invent luxury lifestyle. I did not invent the word luxury woman. I did, but the concept comes from him. And I did not invent luxury. That comes from God. When you look at flowers, when you look at plants, when you look at trees, when you look at nature, at the sea, have you noticed that it's actual ultimate luxury? Have you noticed how everything is so beautiful? Because God is a luxurious God. And I want you to understand and finally change this concept that maybe comes from your family, thinking that you don't deserve luxury. Luxury is encoded in the world. Look at the mountains. Look at the Amazon, look at the wild forests, look at animals, look at the whales, look at the magical giant sharks. They are luxury. They are ultimate luxury. Look at the peacock, look at butterflies, look at things. So where do you see poverty in the nature? Where do you see something is not right? Where do you see mediocrity? Where do you see ugliness in the nature? There is no such thing. So for you, number one, what I want to understand is, in order for you to have a luxury lifestyle, understand that luxury lifestyle is a norm of the humanity. It's a norm of the universe. It's the norm of how God created the world. So you do not need to beg for luxury. You do not need to ask for it. You do not need to earn luxury. You just need to enter in that door and say, luxury is my birthright. So your goal is to become a more luxurious person. Yes, to live more luxuriously, go to luxurious places, and to behave more luxuriously. Can we just write it down? Number one, how to have a luxury lifestyle, become more luxurious as a person, go to luxury places, and behave luxuriously. It means that your voice is more quiet. It means that your body language is not everywhere. You're not throwing your hands like a clown. It means that there are some places that you feel that you want to argue. We all do. I also feel sometimes that I want to just put the person on a place because they're so uneducated, but I don't do that because I know that I will lose my luxuriousness. That moment, I will be the one who loses. They have nothing to lose. And I want you to understand, in life, there are so many poor people. There is so much mediocrity. There is so much poverty. You have no idea. There are cities and countries of poverty, of negative energy. You will never fight that. But you have one life, on one decision, and one responsibility. From today on, I choose wealth. I choose luxury. I have no idea how I'm going to do the things. I have no idea how I'm going to become wealthy. I have no idea, and I don't need to know. I only need to decide. Then the right video will come. Right video is already here. The right people will come. The right man will come. I will just walk and the man will stop and he will talk to me. Then he will take me on a date and we will be together. And he will end up being very wealthy and he'll take care of me. I want to believe in fairy tales. I want to believe in miracles. I want to believe that the man for me is going to be a wealthy man. I want to believe that I deserve the wealth. I deserve my kids to swim in wealth. Oh, but you will have spoiled kids. I would like them to be spoiled. What, you would like my kids to not be spoiled, to see poverty, to be ill, to be not be able to have education? I will spoil my children. I will give them everything they want, and they will not need to worry about work. There was a video made that said, you know, parents, please, if you can help your children just to have a house, they will not spend the first 20 years of their life creating career to buy a house. Only thing that parents need to do is to give children house. And a lot of cultures, they actually kick their children out when they're 18. You know, in a Middle Eastern culture, you can be a 35-year-old man and you will live still with your family in a mansion until you get married. And while you're living there, you already have 2 properties because your dad and mom took care of you. I love wealthy parents. I will become that wealthy parent for my children. Even you say I don't come from a wealthy family, I will make sure that I will create a wealthy family. I will do everything. I'd rather be alone than marry a poor man. I'd rather be alone and I will hit my head on the wall, but I will not marry a poor man. I rebuke poverty. I rebuke mediocrity. I rebuke stupidity. I rebuke that. That is not for me. I deserve the best. That is assertiveness, that is self-confidence, that high self-esteem, that, excuse me, I'm luxury. So bring luxury. And you know, I'm like this. If I go to the restaurant and I don't like something, I will literally move that item. I was sitting in a restaurant before. There was an item. I did not like the energy of the item. I took the tissue. I didn't want even to touch that item. And I removed that item. And I said to them, clean the table one more time. So you have to be careful about your energy, care about your environment, careful what is surrounding you. Right now, what I'm looking at is so beautiful. The carpets, the lights, the ceiling, the flowers, the plants, it's so beautiful. It fulfills me. So talking about the luxury lifestyle, we're becoming a luxury person. That means the way I dress, the way I put things on me, the way I groom myself. When you look at me, what do you see? You see a classy, elegant, luxurious woman. I'm not provocative. I never wear vulgar dresses. I never wear dresses without undergarments. I never wear revealing things. You will never see a big V-neck to show my chest. I don't need to show my chest. People can see I'm blessed. And this is all natural, all things in my body, every curve, every even structure of my hands, beautiful eyelashes, beautiful eyebrows, long hair. This is all a blessing from the God. But I am a luxury woman. It is written on my forehead. I want you to become a luxury person. Second, we discussed that you need to go to luxury places. That means you are creating a list of places where you're leaking your energy as a woman. You're leaking your energy when you go to the clubs or the bars. You're leaking energy when you're walking in dangerous areas. You're leaking your energy when you're dressed beautifully and you're walking in a street for the complete losers to see you and whistle at you and look at you and stare at you and take pictures of you. I'm very protective. Very protective, and if I don't like someone, I will make sure that I look away. I never make eye contact with the simple people. I don't, because eye contact also is energy exchange. Luxury woman or luxury man chooses luxury places. Choose a luxury places. I rather go to the hotel. You don't need to spend the money if that's not you're on your journey. You go to the hotel, you take your book, and you read, sit and read in a reception. You will get so much fulfillment. You didn't pay anything, you didn't lose any money, but you were in a luxury environment. A lot of women think that you need so much money to live a luxury lifestyle. No, you just need to have guts and courage to enter to those places. Go to the luxury restaurant and order a tea, just tea. And you know what they allow? There are a lot of restaurants, you don't need to order all courses. You can order your slice of cake if you want. Of course, I don't eat wheat, but you can have cakes without wheat. You know, you can have fruit salads, you can have just a salad, you can have soup, you can have your tea, and you can just sit in a restaurant. And that all will not cost you even $100 if you're in US. But you know, the dollars is what people understand the most. So you do not need have enormous wealth to go to the luxury places. You need to start going to the luxury places to have wealth. Do you understand how it works? Do not wait to be wealthy to go to the luxury places. Go to luxury places and you will attract wealth by default. And the third, we discussed that you need to become behave luxuriously. That means that you are actually more reserved. You're more private. You think, oh my God, this person is so not smart. If I talk to them, people will think we are friends. People will think we're in the same level. I don't want people to see that I'm talking to this person. So I remember once I was visiting my friend, and she lives in a beautiful building, and they have security downstairs. We also have security in every entrance. We have a security, so it's a how you say, it's like a protection, you know. So not everyone can come to my building. If they come, they actually need to go to the security. They need to register their names. They need to show their ID. Then they can come to my floor, and that's for each apartment. And where I live, it's very common to have securities in each building. You know, the buildings are very beautiful. You have beautiful murals and marbles and the plants. And before I moved in here, I always was dreaming to live in places like this, because I love when you are taken care of and you have luxuriousness everywhere. So once I went to visit my friend, and she had a security downstairs, and the security was so uneducated, you know, no offense, but some people, you know, when they come from very poor countries like India, from Pakistan, they're very incredibly uneducated, and they had so much poverty that they don't even know how to behave well. And so there was this person, and I absolutely did not click with him, and he was not understanding what I say. I show him ID, he doesn't accept. And my friend husband came downstairs, he's talking with him and he's arguing, and I wanted to explode, and I'm thinking, I just want to go upstairs, you know. And I took my ID to him and I said, do you want this ID? He said, no, I want only passport. I said, then goodbye. And I did not listen to him. Madam, stop, you cannot go. I could not care less. I just pressed the button on the elevator. I crossed to the different place, and I just went upstairs, because I knew that I cannot argue with him, and I do not want to argue with him. And next time when I came, I did not even ring. It was the same security setting. I did not even ring for him to open, because I know that he's already a problematic person. I just waited, and I saw one man is coming. He put his card to open, and then he opened the door and he held for me, and I just walked through. Like I ignored him, I ignored the rules, I just walked through. Why? Because my luxurious behavior does not allow me to argue. I cannot stand argument. I cannot stand a confrontation. I cannot. It's just, even right now talking about it, I become uneasy. You know, I feel I cannot breathe. When I think and I imagine that I need to argue with someone, fight with someone, prove something to someone, I can't. I have absolute no tolerance for argument. I cannot do it. I can't do it. It's nothing that eats my energy more than arguments. And while I'm telling you this example, now when I go to visit her, I just wait for someone to come out or come in, and I just go with them. I do not go to the security. I do not talk to them. And I know that this is how it's supposed to be. Do not afraid to break rules. Do not be afraid to do something in a different way, because the rule says that every time I go, I need to go talk with security. I'm not doing that. I'm going to break any rule. I'm going to go from any entrance. I'm going to fly with my helicopter and come on a roof, and then come with my superwoman cape. I will not follow the rules if they make me uncomfortable. And you know, we have a rule in here that when you have zebra, you need to walk exactly on the zebra. Now, I will tell you one thing. The zebra means it's a black concrete with white lines. The white lines are actually more like a 5D, so they're higher than concrete. So you're walking on like little, wave. I wear high heels. It's uncomfortable for me. So I can step down, I can trip, I cannot do that. So I ignore the rule that you need to walk on top of the zebra. I go further from it and I walk where it's a straight concrete. And you know, people tell me you can't do that, it's against the law, and if people caught you, I said I cannot care less, because I have critical thinking. My critical thinking that my safety is more important than tripping over the white line. So I'm going to pass away a little bit and walk safely. So you know, this is the car, this is the zebra, I walk here. I do not walk here closer to the car, I walk here closer to the road. And I'm always safe, and I do not care. It's breaking the rules. Luxury behaviors mean that you have to use critical thinking. It means I'm not going to fight with every loser in the world. We have winners and we have losers. The moment me, winner, is arguing with a loser, who do you think becomes loser? I will lose. He has nothing to lose. He's already on the bottom. So as a luxury person, as a luxury woman especially, you have to have boundaries. I do not communicate with losers. I do not go to where losers go, and I do not live loser lifestyle. I communicate with winners. I go where winners go, and I live a winner lifestyle. I'm a winner. I'm a born wealthy person. I'm a born luxuriousness. I will not compromise this. This is number one about luxury lifestyle. Yes, it's all about your choice. Luxury lifestyle gets given to you the moment you choose. And you go to luxury places in order to attract more luxury. You do not wait until you will become a millionaire to go to luxury places. You go to luxury places now. Now. So I would like to give you homework. You love homeworks? I'll give you homework. Number one homework, please write yourself in a note. Choose one luxury hotel that is not far from your house, so you don't need to travel 1 hour, maximum 10-15 minutes drive, maximum 5-10 minutes walk, or maximum a 30 minutes journey. You go to the hotel, you take your favorite book, you do not go to any restaurant, you do not bother anyone, you do not talk to anyone, go to the normal daytime, don't go in the night because you need to have access. Go normal time, you take your book, you sit in any corner, you sit with your book, you observe the environment. If you would like, you can take a picture of your hands or the feet in that hotel. You can take a selfie if that's what you like. You go to the luxury hotel with your book and you sit. You sit, you read maybe half an hour, 1 hour, you look around. You can take quietly your pictures. Do not talk to anyone, do not create problems, do not talk to receptionists, do not ask people to take pictures of you. You do not engage with anyone. You create a personal, private experience of you being in that hotel. And I would like you to come home and actually do the second homework. Second homework is to take a journal and write down, how did you feel when you were in a luxury hotel, in a luxury environment? You can say I was uncomfortable. You can see people were staring at me. You can say I actually felt very comfortable and very at ease. You can say I absolutely enjoyed it. I cannot wait to go there again. So we document. We go there, spend there at least half an hour, 1 hour, read our book, comfortably sit and look at the people, and then we come home and document, how did I feel when I was in a luxury environment? Now, why this is needed? When you will do that, you will actually understand what is holding you from luxury environment. If you say I didn't feel that when people look at me, people were judging me, people were looking at me strange, that means that luxury environment, luxury lifestyle you don't have because you care too much what people think. If you say that I did not feel in a good environment, it means that you grew up in a bad, maybe a poor environment, and you do not feel good in a rich environment. That means that the solution is to go to the rich environments more. So you see, this documentation of how you feel will determine everything. And the third homework, what I want you to do is to go to the restaurant. It can be for lunch, it could be dinner, it doesn't matter. Go to the restaurant that you fear the most. Some restaurant that is the most expensive in your mind. Some restaurant that is the most well-known in your city. Go to that restaurant, go for lunch, so there is a little bit less pressure, because dinner it's more couples, you know, they have a special deals, you need to order more, they have a minimum spend. Go for like a lunch time, go from 12 till 4, because around 4 the restaurants close for preparation for dinner. And what you want to do is to order one simple salad. Maybe it's $20, maybe it's $30, maybe it's $50 maximum. I don't know salad that costs $150. There is no such thing. If there is maybe there are oysters in a salad, or maybe there is steak in a salad, then yes. But a regular Caesar salad, a regular water, regular tea, regular piece of cake will not cost you more than $100. So please save that $100, go to the most expensive restaurant that you know that you fear the most, and just sit there. Dress nice, covered dress, and ask someone, please, can you take a picture? Order that water, order your tea, whatever you want, order air, order a leaf of mint, order a slice of lemon. I'm joking, but order something and then take a picture. Oh, hello, yes. I'm drinking tea. Hi. Or you don't want to ask, just put your phone on a timer and, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was in this restaurant. Do it for yourself. Homework, luxury hotel, reading a book. Homework number 2, documenting in your journal how you felt when you were doing that. And number 3, go to the luxury restaurant and just order anything. Small, big, full course meal, 1 tea, 1 water, something. And sit there and enjoy yourself. And take a picture for you. And please do not take pictures in the bathrooms, okay? This is not classy. Bathroom is a place where people do private, intimate things. Do not take pictures in a bathroom. And if you have those pictures, delete. Delete. All right, are you ready for number 2? Number 2, when we're talking about luxury lifestyle, woman and money. Number 2 is shopping. And this is something that I want to mention, and I wanted to make a video about this very long time. And finally, this day has been arrived. I want you to understand that a lot of people talk about thrifting. Do you have a question about thrifting? A lot of people say it's good, you should do it, let's go for it. But I personally disagree. I disagree doing thrifting. Thrifting is a reinforcement of poverty. Reinforcement of using used goods. It's actually creating more mediocrity, and it's creating more lack in the world. Now, do you know that you can buy amazing dresses in Amazon? I buy a lot of things in Amazon and I see their store. You can buy the most beautiful high heels that comes to your mind in Amazon. With an absolutely regular price. You can give $50, you can give $100, and you can buy very beautiful shoes and very beautiful dresses. My dresses thousands. I have designer shoes and so on. I'm used to luxury, but I have seen what they have. And I ordered and I was wondering, does it match quality? And I was very, very surprised that you can buy anything with a very affordable amount. So for us to do thrifting, for us to go and buy things that are used by people 50 years ago, does not make any sense. Now, there is also well-known and well-proven fact that a lot of charity shops, a lot of all these second-hand shops, the thrifting shops, they have things that people wore for many years ago. They're very, very old, they're very old-fashioned, and they get sent from different countries in containers that get washed, they get disinfection, and they get sold. And I went to one thrifting shop because I wanted to give them charity from my used things. And I didn't want to throw them because I have very good things. And I had 50 shoes, I was moving houses and I wanted to donate a lot of things. And they said, wow, thank you so much. Your things are so beautiful. Are you sure you want to give this? I said, yes, sure. This is at least, will benefit someone. And I said, I'm giving this not to sell, but for the charity. They do auctions for expensive things. They auction, for example, Chanel bag, and then they can actually give a big profit and they can save someone, pay for children. They can save some families. I said, I do not want my things to be with in a thrift shops. I want them to be used for this auction. They said, okay. Now, I do not suggest you to buy anything from thrift shops because it's used and used multiple times. And it went from one hand to another, one store to another. You do not know the person energy who was wearing it. You do not know the person energy who was washing it. I do not like clothes that anyone ever wore. I cannot stand it. I never borrow clothes from my friends. I do not like it. How much I love my friends doesn't matter. I do not wear other people's clothes. If any clothes was touched, I do not buy. When I go to the shop, I go to the luxury shop where you have your own personal stylist, you have personal shopper, the person who is, begging and slaving away in a kind way. I do not ask anything from them, but they are there to literally serve you. And I say, okay, I'm going to try this dress. Do you have one on the back? The one that is closed, the one that no one tried. So if I want this size, if for example, S, I'm quite small size because my waist is very small actually. And I wear small in a sportswear. I wear extra small, and very rarely I have something medium. I'm quite actually, I'm tall, like enough, but on the camera it doesn't show because I have very beautiful luxurious feminine body, but I'm actually a very, my size is very small, and a lot of things when I buy, you will see they're not big. So my size, people usually don't buy. The reason I'm telling you about my size is that usually shoes that everyone tries, 38, 39, mine is 36, 37. So my size always, first of all, costs less and less people try. So if I buy something, a dress or a shoe, I say, I want the one that no one had and no one tried. And if they said we don't have, then I say, can you please order? And then they order from a warehouse, and then I buy a shoe or a dress that no one touched, no one tried. This is a very big thing that I've done in shopping that helped me immensely, because I do not want my dresses to be worn. I do not want my dresses to be touched by other people, because other people's energy is not my energy. So I'm very protective of my energy. You will never, ever see me in a thrift shop. Never. I rebuke that if I need to go to the thrift shop, that my life is over. I have nothing to live for. I'd rather have one dress, wear one dress, than go and say, oh, I will buy a dress for $1. I do not need that poverty. I'm not saying that all my dresses need to cost 1,000 or 10,000, but I have very big respect towards myself. If I cannot, for example, if you're a woman, you cannot afford a dress for 1,000, I'm not saying that's what you need to buy. But there are dresses you can buy for 100. There are dresses in Amazon I on purposely ordered just to stare, if that's true. Because my friend said that she bought, I was like, let me see the quality. The dress was, let me tell you exactly, I think it was $70. $70 is something you barely can buy groceries, right? I ordered that dress. The dress arrived. It's a very beautiful black satin dress, has a beautiful velvet line in the middle, and I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. The quality was on fleek, the fabric was good. And then I read the description for the brand, and I said that we actually create very affordable dresses with a very high fine fabric. And I was like, you guys are absolutely right. I agree. So here you go. You can buy dresses for $50, $60, $70. You can buy even dresses for $25. You can buy shoes. So please do not go thrifting. Stop this mediocre poverty cycle. Now, thrifting, if we stop that, it will not exist anymore. We are reinforcing poverty. And I was watching a video of a lady who has two daughters. They're quite young. I think they're 2 or 4, something like this. And she lives in a good house. They just purchased a car. Her man works as a fireman, so like for the government, and she's a homemaker. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so happy I found these cute dresses for my daughters. I wanted to snatch them away from her hand. My daughter, my little princess, the ultimate copy of me, is going to wear a thrift dress? Never. I rather will take my own dress, cut in pieces, and cover my baby. You have to learn to be a little bit protective of my energy, of your energy, that not everything that people say need to be done. Not everything that people say is correct. Thrift shops are not correct. Luxury woman doesn't do thrifting. And they say, oh, even Duchess does thrifting. Do you really believe in the wealth that she lives? She does thrifting? No. Maybe it was Red Cross or Salvation Army, and she needed to commercialize that place so people can go there, but she will never wear thrifting things. Never. Royal person, luxury person does not wear thrifting things. Shopping needs to be ultimate shopping. Also, thrifting is one. Please stop it. What do you think? You can share your opinion. Do you think thrifting is good? What do you think? And understand that, especially with plates, they're cracked. There could be some scratches inside the frames. It could be a picture of the marriage that didn't work. All these vases, you do not know if they love the flowers that they got from that man there. You have no idea what energy used things hold. That's why in the old times, people never accepted gifts that they were used. Never. It's very bad luck to give something that is used. And everything in my house, even when I move houses, I buy new vases, I buy a new cutlery. I have this a little bit like rigidness. I do not like to use other people's cutlery. I do not like to touch. And the funny thing is that I went once to a place. Please share your favorite Amazon dress links. Oh, that's cute. That's a good idea. I do have a lot of things that I buy from Amazon. 2 days ago, I received 65 new things, and I ordered dresses, I ordered shoes, I ordered beauty things, I ordered makeup, because even designer makeup you can order there. I ordered things for the shower, I ordered few lamps, few vases, nail polishes. So I order a lot from Amazon. And from Amazon, I would say I do not have like one favorite dress link, but what I suggest you to do is to put luxury dresses for women in a search. And then in the filter, do price starting from lower to higher, and just go through each of them. Choose maybe 5, 10 dresses, order them, because Amazon allows you to return any dress. In here, we have 2 weeks. Some countries have even 1 month. And I would suggest you to really do that. Even if you can spend 100, 200, 500, 1000, whatever it is, buy those dresses and your life will change. This is what I always do. Like, I always have seasons of shopping that I shop a lot, actually. I really do. And especially online, I shop, but I do not do thrifting. It's something, one rule I have, and I will never do that. Never. Even, I don't care, it could be used fur, it could be Chanel used bag. I do not want used things. I don't. That means that I don't deserve. I rebuke that. If I go to Chanel store, I want a Chanel bag that no one touched. I don't go to their like luxury stores that are pre-owned, pre-loved. I have no idea what you were doing with that bag. I don't know what you were putting in that bag. I don't know how you were throwing that bag. I do not want things that are touched and used by other people. My life is incredibly valuable. I am one Tativik. I have one life. I'm here created in this world to use used items? No, I disagree. No. And you know, the dresses that you buy from me, they're not used. They are created by your size. You know, when you order the dress, you tell me your measurements. We have a tailor creating your dress. No one touched your dress. We do not even have that dress in stock. We create it for you. So it's possible. The way to live, it's possible. Now about shopping, I would like you to understand one thing. Now, I'm not talking about shopaholism, that it's an illness, you know, that it's an addiction, that you need to buy everything. But I want you to understand one thing. Woman, luxury woman, any woman at any age is a very abundant creature. We need a lot of things, a lot of goods. Woman is the most materialistic, the most material, the most physical, the most tangible human being in the world. Why? Because she creates life. She creates beauty. She is beauty. Feminine woman needs a lot of shopping, a lot of things. Now, I'm not promoting you to go spend your last money, buy something that you do not need, but I want you to give yourself freedom. Say, I am a woman and I deserve shopping and I love shopping and I am going to go shopping. I want to allow myself to do shopping. I had a friend and she was going through a little bit difficult financial time in her life, and for maybe 1 month, maybe 3-4 weeks, she completely stopped shopping. She saved that money she needed to save for the new apartment, and she said, I never felt more miserable than those 3 weeks. I could not buy the shower gel I wanted, I could not buy the new shoes I saw that I wanted, I could not buy the perfume that I smelled I liked, and she said, I felt miserable. She said, why is that, Tativik? Is that only material things make me happy? Is that why? I said, no. I said, the reason you felt like this, because a woman is created to have things. We need a lot of things, because beauty, like of course we have natural beauty, but it requires so much maintenance. It requires so much energy. It requires so much investment. You know, before I came here, I went to the salon. So I paid for them to make the hair, then to cut the ends, then to blow dry, then to put the mask, then to do eyebrows separately. You know, like it takes time to do, because I have dark eyebrows. You will never see my eyebrows not done. Then I took them to do my nails. I did not rush. I wanted this lens, I wanted this shade. I waited for them to do the nails, to do the creams, to do the facial, to do the mask. You can see I have a beautiful skin, beautiful hair, beautiful nails. This all cost money. Then I put my designer makeup. I bought a new palette. You can see the glitter on the eyes. I bought a new lip liner from Chanel. I put the new lipstick that I bought. It took time, it took money, it took effort, it took funds. Money and woman is one. I would not say even and, I will say money, woman. Woman, money. We require a lot. Now tell me in the comments, do you require a lot, or you have nothing, no goals, no, you don't need needs? Do you think you need money for shopping? Do you love shopping? You can tell me your opinion. I'm happy to share your thoughts. I'm happy to read. Regarding this shopping, you have to just create a new term that shopping is normal. We need that feeling of abundance. It gives us tremendous joy and inspiration. Fills our cup. I agree, because woman is abundant. Thank you for comment, beautiful comment. I told my friend the example I was telling you about, that I said, please make sure you never put yourself through this again. So after she got her funds back, when she moved to the new place, I said, you know, now you need to heal what you did to your girl. You have a little girl there that you forbid her to shop for 1 month. And she's a person that she shops a lot as well. I said, now you need to heal her and ask forgiveness and buy anything that you wanted. So with her, we sat down. She had in Amazon, she had a few things that she wanted to buy. They were like glittery shoes. I bought actually very gorgeous glittery shoes. It's all like with a beautiful, like a crystals. And she loved it when she saw. She said, I wanted to, but it was expensive. It was not too expensive, but it was expensive that time when she was saving money. I said, put in your card. They always have the shoes in different colors. And the moment she got her money, I said, let's buy those shoes first. Then she bought the shoes, she bought the dress that she wanted, she bought little things. She wanted to buy the facial, like creams and the cleansers, everything that she put in a cart. There were like a lot of items. I said, buy. All together, it cost her around 1,000. I said, how you feel now? She said, I feel finally that like the all little windows, doors, everything is closed. I feel like I allowed myself to buy what I need. Because you know, this woman is smart. She's not a dumb woman. She never buys something she doesn't need. And me, you do not even imagine how much I buy. It will blow your mind. I have storage in different countries because I buy so many things. Shopping is like gathering in primitive times. We just, sorry, 1 second, the comment went. Shopping is like gathering in primitive times. We don't just shop, we touch, we feel, we compare. It's a process no man alive could understand. Yes, because a man is not a woman. And you know, like, it's a very good comparisons, and I love this. I wanted to mention is that shopping for a woman, when she's shopping things for herself, for her kids, for her house, it's gathering. It's like she's going to the forest and is gathering the berries, and then is gathering the flowers, is gathering the leaves to cover the house. We are like this. We are collectors. Every woman, everywhere I go, even if I stay in Airbnb for 1 week, I will shop, I will buy a lamp, I will buy flowers, I will bring something to put, I will put the candle, I will buy some cutlery. I will instantly create a nest. This is a normal feeling. That's why I want you to remove this idea that, oh, you are shopaholic, you want too much, you are materialistic. Yes, okay, that's what you're saying. I'm a woman. I'm created to shop. I'm created to gather. I'm created to beautify everything. I'm created to have things. I want you to honestly put how shopping makes you feel. Honestly, put in a comment. Majority of the times when they did research and they asked women about shopping, they said that shopping genuinely make them happy. Why? Because that's the moment when woman is creating. And you know, you can even shop sometimes when they say window shopping. For me, I don't like window shopping, because if I go to the shop, I see something, I want to buy it. I'm not going to punish my girl inside and say you can just look and not touch and not buy. I do not do these kind of things. And one more thing I want to mention is, please do not go to the cheap shops. You know, all this Forever One, H&M, I don't know, Shein, AliExpress, these things. I don't buy anything. I'm honest with you. If I would buy, I would tell you. I don't buy because I don't want cheap fast fashion. I do not like cheap things. And I went one time, I don't remember exactly which restaurant it was, and next to me there was a woman, and she bought a few things, and they were having like a girlfriend time, and she was saying, oh, I bought this from Alibaba or AliExpress. I don't know, I think it's the same thing in just different countries. You know, I'm not even aware. If you ask me, like, I will be like nonchalant, like, I don't know. Ask me about luxury places, I will tell you. Window shopping hurts, absolutely not. Yes, I agree. I love that. It's like a pain. It's like a prison, you know, someone like you cannot have it. I love all types of shopping, even window shopping. Yes, you know, but I suggest you just, you know, if you go to the store, if you go to the mall to walk, fine, absolutely fine. But if you know that you want something and you do not allow yourself, don't go to that store, because it's actually hurting you. You know, your self-esteem is like, oh, I will not have this. So regarding the shopping, please avoid cheap places. Even the food, grocery, cheap places, don't go there, because very cheap and hurtful comments you can get, and people can look at you like in a weird way. I do not go to the cheap grocery shops. because I just don't like the environment there. I do not like men who work there. I do not like women who shop there. And it just feels for me like a prison of mediocrity. So either I order online, and I would suggest you, for a woman, do not carry groceries with your hands. There are women, I see that they're carrying like 6 bottles of water, and they have another bag with potatoes and carrots that is all heavy, and one woman was carrying a watermelon that is like 5 kilos, and I'm looking at them like there is, online shopping, there is a grocery delivery. So let's make few rules, okay, about the shopping. First, we discuss that we do not do thrifting. We do not need this mediocrity. We do not need this to create poverty lifestyle. Those things are used, broken, abused, and you do not understand the energy behind them. Leave them to go to the bin to be buried and burned. Do not do thrifting. I do not recommend that. Number two, we discussed that there is no need for you to buy in cheap shops, okay? If you want something good quality, you can have a small amount invested, and you can even buy good things online. Just do your research and avoid cheap stores for food, cheap stores for dresses, cheap stores for your babies. Please, anything that is not good, anything that is lower quality, I'm not in this world for that. I deserve more. And the third one, do not limit yourself shopping, because shopping fulfills women. We create from shopping. We buy something, for example, this flower someone bought, right? This vase someone brought, and right now we created a beautiful ambience. Someone bought these beautiful pillows, created ambience. Someone bought this plant, created ambience. Shopping is good. Do not become like a shopaholic that you invest your last money, but actually, if you think about it, I noticed that there are people who buy with the last money and it gives them profit. I knew a girl and she called me, she said, Tativik, I'm short on money, but there is this dress that I absolutely cannot stop thinking about it. The beautiful story is that it's a fairy tale. She bought that dress. The same night I said to her, we had a call, I said, your task is to go out with that dress because you're in love. It's a purple dress, it was such a beautiful dress. I said, go to the restaurant and take a picture, send to me. She went, and you know what happened that day? She met a man. After 2 weeks, he bought her a Baccarat perfume. It's a very luxury perfume, $400, $500. After that, he took her to the restaurant and he put a note in an envelope for the waitress to bring to her, say, I would like to date you seriously. That one dress, one purple dress, changed her life. She's married with that man. This was a year ago. So if you feel urge of buying, it's a beautiful story, no? Fairy tale story. I absolutely believe in fairy tales. Who do you think I am? Fairy tale. This is a fairy tale. This dress is fairy tale. This place is fairy tale. I'm a fairy tale. I'm a woman. I'm magic. Do you understand? You are magic. I want you to believe in miracles. I want you to believe that one day I'm just going to meet the man of my dream that is going to be just blowing my mind. That wow, he's so amazing. He's so wealthy. He's so loving. He has such a great family. He has everything. Cars, houses, business. He has everything I want and more. I could never believe that I'm going to meet such an amazing man. Thank you, God. That I'm going to meet amazing friends. I'm going to create amazing, beautiful, feminine business. I'm going to have so much money that I cannot possibly spend. Even my children's children will not be able to spend. I deserve that. And I deserve shopping. I'm a woman. I'm created for shopping. I'm created to gather and nurture and create and beautify. I love shopping. I'm going to allow myself shopping. I'm going to shop as much as I want. I know myself. I'm not going to become a shopaholic just because I buy a lot. I deserve to buy a lot. I deserve abundance. I deserve to bless people with my money. I deserve shopping. Your pink dress is literally so pretty. The cute pink heart. I love it. I love wearing long natural silk dresses and pearls. It feels divine to be in it. Yes, because you're a woman. Thank you for sharing this. And I noticed one thing, that when I wear maxi long dresses, there is certain feminine strong energy that gets protected in me, and I flow like a fairy tale goddess. Like there is something divine in long dresses. There is something divine in covered dresses. And in general, I do not like showing my chest in any form or shape. I do not like to show my back. I do not like showing my shoulders. You will see me only in long covered dresses. And that is why my femininity is so strong, because femininity that is not protected, femininity that is not covered, will leak out. I will tell you one thing that I've noticed in very beautiful stars, in movie stars, in women actresses, is that Have you noticed that after maybe 25, 35, singers, actresses, women that are in entertainment, have you noticed that they immensely quickly age? Like 20, 30, and then maybe when they become 35, 40, they age, they become completely dry. Have you ever thought why? I will tell you why. Because happens a very huge and high level of leakage of feminine energy. You have to understand, even if you look at our beautiful Marilyn Monroe, you look at Pamela Anderson, I think she was so beautiful. If you look at any actresses, Elizabeth Taylor, look at any other modern actresses that when you watch them when they become 30, 35. Have you noticed this dryness in their face? Have you noticed this unhappy, hurt eyes? Have you noticed that there is something wrong with their bodies, that the body becomes like rigid and deformed? Why you think is that? Because they literally are naked. They have not covered clothes, the back is open, the chest is open, they're posing to everyone, they're smiling at everyone, they don't want to smile, because feminine energy is expensive energy. You cannot give that to everyone. If I let anyone to sit, if I have a Porsche, okay, come sit in my Porsche. If I have a Rolls Royce, okay, come scratch in my Rolls Royce. No, do not touch my car. Step away. And one time I had a friend and she has a red Ferrari, and there we parked, and I sat outside. I was waiting for her. There was an entrance for the restaurant. You can sit outside to wait for your car to be taken away. And I'm looking at the car. We just came out, and there were guys and coming and touching and take a picture. I said, step away from the car. Do not touch my car. Do not touch my friend's car. Because it's Ferrari. You cannot touch that car. You cannot take a picture if it's not your car, because you take the energy of the item that is not yours. So if I'm so protective of my friend's car, if I'm so protective of items that I have, if I'm so protective of even when I have items of other people, how much more protective I need to be for my own femininity? So I would suggest you, if you want the change really in your life, especially with the wealth, with the luxury lifestyle, with the luxuriousness in yourself, start protecting your body. And allow yourself to buy the things that you want. Enough this rigidness that I will, when I become wealthy, then I will buy. Buy now. Buy now. And this sounds funny because, there are videos that they are trying to teach people to not be shopaholics, that are saying don't buy anything, just save. I'm not this kind of person. I will tell you, buy everything you want. Just give yourself this permission. That from now on, if I see something I like and I need that item, even if I do not need, but I just desire it wholeheartedly, I will buy. Let's be honest, do you think Tativik need more dresses? I have more than 100 dresses in one closet. In one closet. But I will never stop buying dresses. I see a dress I like, I will buy. I just ordered 6 dresses. You think I don't have a dress to wear? I create my own dresses. But I will never stop buying dresses because that's who I am. Do you think I need more shoes? No. But I just ordered 8 pairs. Black, nude, glittery. Because I want to. Because I want to. And with this dress, I have this gorgeous, one moment, I'll show you. I have this, I love shoes with the bows. It's kind of my thing lately. And with this dress, because it's pink, I'm wearing red. This cute bow, isn't that cute? It's a princess heel. I'm going to wear shoes. I'm going to wear heels because I'm a woman. I'm a woman. I will never stop this. You will never see me, not being devoted to my femininity. So if you want to have money, if you want to be a woman, if you want to have luxury lifestyle, you have to understand that shopping is good. Yes. Also, they usually work in their masculine mode with countless hours. One moment. Schedules and stress. We were not meant to be on means working schedule, rather based on our cycle. I wish the comments don't go when you write. Don't you think? The stars, I meant. The stars, yeah, because of course they need to work on a masculine cycle, masculine jobs, and don't respect their cycle. I absolutely agree with you what you said. And I, in general, believe that women who work in a very masculine way, for example, this is not masculine, this is very feminine for me, this is not work. You know, YouTube is not a place for my income, it's pure just a hobby. Because on YouTube, you need to have, in order for you to earn there, you need to have 10,000 views to earn like 2 cents. So you understand, there is no chance, you know. I love this cute heart that you're sending. I absolutely agree. And I did a very big investigation and documenting, you know, how the stars live. And I noticed that the reason I did not become an actress, I had an opportunity. I met a man who said, I can create, you know, make you an actress. And I actually went on a set and he gave me opportunity to be, you know, part of the movie. But I did not even audition. I was in LA. I mean, I did go to the audition to have a look, but I was like, that's not for me. I didn't want to become an actress because he said, you know, you're very beautiful, your body is very beautiful, so producers are going to want you in a beautiful dresses, in a revealing dresses, you know, kissing men. And I was like, that's not for me. I'm too royal for that. So yes, this is not, I created my own movie this way, my own way. And I'm very private anyway, so I did not want to pose. I'm not that person that is going to just smile at any camera. You will create your own movie right here. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. You're so right. And I believe in general, even if you look at Grace Kelly, oh my God, she says, yes, even a Grace Kelly, if you look at her, when she met a prince, she just gave up actressing because you cannot mix those two things together. So this is what I want to mention about shopping. Do you have any questions about shopping before I move on? So just allow yourself to shop, okay? Please stop this this rigidness that you're holding yourself on your neck. Don't buy this, save on this. This is happy feeling, happy. You know, and I told you that I have a storage in different countries. And I'm still thinking, I think I need to get all things from countries I lived in one place. When I get married, I think I will order companies to ship all my things because I have luxury things. That's why I put them in storage. And every month I'm paying for storage for different countries. Can you imagine? That's how I'm gathering. I'm a very serious gatherer. And I love luxury things. You do not know. I'd rather be starving that day, but if I need to choose between the luxury item and food, I will choose the item because item will always stay there. One time I had a dinner booked and I was thinking, okay, you know, if I don't go to this dinner, I can buy these lamps. It was a set of Ralph Lauren lamps. They actually create lamps and towels and everything I bought from them. And I was like, okay, I'm canceling. I'm like, can I please cancel the reservation? Of course I could allow both, but in my mind, I had like a choice. I wanted to make a choice. Go to the dinner or go to buy those lamps. And I canceled the reservation. I booked the driver. He took me and I bought those lamps and I bought the towels and I came home. I was so hungry, but I was so happy. How about consignment shops? Like shopping in, 1 second, it disappeared. I like shopping in high-end consignment shops. What is that? Could you tell me more? What is that? Is that like used items or where is it? Or it's like a luxury items that have been pre-owned? What is that? Could you tell me so I can answer to you? So this is about the shopping. And now, are you ready to move to the business? I want you to understand that as a woman, number 3 is about the business and actually having income. I want you to understand that if you're a woman, it is normal to feel uncomfortable when you get money, especially if you get big money. You immediately start sabotaging it. You immediately start arguing with people about it. You immediately start hiding it, or you immediately start giving it away, because women are not used to holding money. So if you feel uncomfortable to be wealthy, but you deep inside you want to be wealthy, but you feel uncomfortable, I want to tell you nothing is wrong with you. That's normal. But we need to change this structure. Now, if you have a business idea, you're more than welcome to book a consultation with me. I will help you to create a plan, how to do it. Understand that if you have a business idea, do not think too long about it. Just act. You want to create your candle store, you want to create your dresses, you want to create your makeup store, whatever you want to do, please do not overthink. You do not need to have a business plan. You do not need to hire anyone. And you do not need to have any marketing skills, and you do not need to sell to anyone. You do not need to convince anyone. You do not need to have YouTube channel. You do not need to have Instagram. Just do it. Just do it. So what thoughts do you have? And do you have any questions about the business, that something is in your mind, you don't know who to ask, and you're just contemplating? I want you to understand the money for women is uncomfortable because we never held money. Consignment shops sell your high-end items for a percentage. Yes, you mean like, for example, if it's a luxury bag, a Chanel bag, and someone owned, and they say for the percentage, I would suggest, me personally, I would not buy. But if you are in that season when that is what you can afford, that if it gives you a better option, then you can do it, as long as it's a high-end store. I'm not saying that everything needs to be designer, everything needs to be expensive. That's why I told you the example about the Amazon shop. But try to change your mind, okay? When I was living in London, we have Harrods. Harrods is one of the most expensive stores in the world. On the back of the Harrods, there was a shop that you're describing, and I passed by it and I thought, oh, it looks nice, like and then I went in and I saw some scratch on the bag. I was like, did someone use this bag? I was like all like upset. She said, yes, it's someone pre-owned. I was like, okay, no, I don't want anything, and I walked out. But why I'm telling you this story is because in my mind, I do not have a reality where I have Tativik and she's walking and buying used items, or she's buying items that were pre-owned, or she's buying from thrifting shops, or she's buying cheap food, or she's buying broken things, or used things, or discounted things. I do not have that vision of Tativik in my mind. I just don't have it. So anything, these kind of things, like when you thought, oh, maybe I can buy this, it means that you are compromising your value. My standards are very, very high. I rather buy a dress from Amazon for $100 that no one touched, then I buy a dress that is designer, maybe for $500 that someone used. I rather give less money, but buy something that no one used. I don't care about the percentage. I don't care if they're a designer. I don't care if it's a high-end store. Just there is something in me that just doesn't want this. Now, I want to ask you a question. What makes you feel that you want to do that? Why are you drawn to those stores? And usually it comes from the childhood because, we get used to, for example, I had a client that she said that she loved thrifting. And then when we had a session with her, she became very upset with her furniture. She became upset with everything. And she said, she started crying because she said, I suddenly realized that everything that I own, everything that I bought, that I thought is beautiful, is used and old. And she started crying on the call. She said, I never realized that all the items that I actually like, that I have in my house, are used by other people. And I said, okay. So I let her, let it out. And I said, why it makes you sad? She said, I just feel like all my life, I felt like I don't deserve. That I need to buy things that are owned, that are used, that are cheap, that are on discount. She said, even dresses, every time I buy a dress, I make sure it's on a discount. And she started crying because she understood that she feels that she doesn't deserve. I said, who made you feel like this? And then she said, my mom always said to me that you need to save, you need to be careful, you need to think about your future and children, try to save, buy the cheapest, buy the on a thrifting, buy used cutlery, buy used plate, even if it's cracked, it's okay, just save. And she said, everything I have is owned. Everything I have is pre-owned. Everything I buy is used. And she cried. She cried a while. After 15 minutes crying, that's a big, long cry. And she had a big revelation. It took her 2 months. She got rid of every furniture, everything that she bought, and slowly she started getting new things. And when she got a new sofa, she was a video calling me saying, look, this is my sofa. I am the first one to sit in this sofa. These are my things. These are my flowers. This is my. She was touching the curtains saying, these are fresh curtains. I ordered them. They tailored to the height of my ceiling. She was so happy. And I said, now you're starting to deserve to say that I deserve brand new things. My baby will never wear used clothes. I will never buy second-hand store things. Never. It's a decision that I've made as a luxury woman, and I better buy one pen that cost me $1 but is not used than I buy a designer pen that is maybe $10 but is used. I do not look at things like this. I rather buy no brand, simple toothpaste that no one touched, than something that is a hygienic item that was touched. On Amazon lately, I've noticed sometimes you can buy something. For example, I buy Estee Lauder creams, Clarins creams. They're quite high price, very good creams, Clinique. And I noticed one time I was buying Estee Lauder cream for the face. It's like a Supremacy or Supreme, something called. It's a gold beautiful cream. And there was an option to buy a used one. Says very good, but used. I was like, never in my life. What on earth? You should have seen my face. And I was like, no, new. I was pressing new, not used. So I literally am scared of those things, because I'm like, how can you give me to buy a cream that someone used, someone opened, maybe they put their finger inside. I can't do that. And you need to have a little bit dignity in yourself, a higher standards of life, that I refuse to buy things that are used. I don't care if it's designer, I don't care if it's high-end, I don't care what it is. It could be gold. I refuse to buy things that are used. Can we make this rule? Can someone write please in a comment, I refuse to buy things that are used? And put a lot of hearts, a lot of like money symbols, like, you know, like big energy. Now, regarding the business. You deserve to have money. It's difficult for a woman to have money because we're not used to it. Through generations, men always held our money. We did not hold our money. The money was never ours. We always asked money from our dads. We always asked money from our uncles or brothers, and we always asked money from our husbands, even our sons. But women never had money on their own. Now, throughout generations, slowly, women are now having their own money, but they are sabotaging it. Have you noticed very successful, very wealthy women are single? Why? Because deep inside there is a core belief that if I'm wealthy, if I'm rich by my own, then I don't deserve a man. That's the ultimate form of self-sabotage when it comes to wealth. I want you to understand that you are entitled to a man and children and family and beauty and properties and money. And I was watching this very interesting movie about Sandra Bullock, and you will never think about her that she's so actually wealthy, but this woman owns multiple high-end, incredibly expensive properties, and no one thought about her. She had very high-end relationship as well with a lot of men, but I never thought that Sandra Bullock, if you think about her, she looks very normal, like very regular. And this woman is incredibly wealthy. She has multiple properties in multiple countries. Why? Because she understands that I'm allowed to hold that. She allows, sorry for the noise, she allows herself to have multiple properties, allows herself to have multiple wealthy men. I'm so sorry for the noise. It's like an end of the corridor, but it's a big echo. It's no one here. So that's why a little noise you can hear. Forgive me. So regarding the business, I would like you to know one rule, and we're going to go, actually it's 3 rules, but the first rule is I do not open a business that is harming anyone. For example, tobacco business, cigarette business, anything that is drugs business, all these things. Number 1 rule regarding the business, I do not open a business that is hurtful, harmful, or negative, that creates more evil. Yes, do not open those businesses. If you're a woman, you have a very beautiful body, you do not join different websites to show your body, that's also evil business. Business that is based on evil energy, that is hurtful or harmful, will never prosper. So be careful with that. That's my number 1 advice I will give you about the business. If you have any business you want to open and you want to become rich quick, do not choose businesses that are hurtful, harmful, or negative, because it will never prosper. Devil gives those businesses, and he will also take your soul, take your happiness, take your peace. Number 2, regarding with the business, that I do not need to wait for the right time. I do not need to wait for the right people. I do not need to invest in my business. I do not need to have big money to open the business. I do not need to have a business plan. I do not need to have a financial strategy. I do not need to do marketing skills. I need to have nothing, zero. So I want to create, for example, artificial flower business. Okay, I'm going to order 100 flowers on Amazon. It's a very small amount. I'm not going to order in a cheap store. I do not like this new Tembu or something like this, Temu new store. When they send me the link, you know, I get a lot of emails, a lot of like a business offers that could you please advertise. Have you ever seen me advertising anything in my videos? No. I only can sell you my luxury items that I create, lamps, beautiful vases that I made with my own design. I can only sell you the dresses that I create with my own design. I can sell you my courses. I have multiple courses. Please check my online academy. The link is below. But I will never sell you something from the cheap stores. I cannot do that. So for example, I want to open the artificial flower shop. I will buy those 50 flowers on Amazon, so it's a high quality. I will see if I don't like, I can send it back. Then I will put, for example, I will create this bouquet. Imagine this is 50 flowers. I will put them inside. I will buy the vase. And then I will go to the hotel with this one vase, and I will say to you, to the people, I will say, you know, this is my business, just with one item. This is my business. I create this thing. You see, there is like a water, creates like a, looks like there's a water inside. And the vase is provided for you. Would you like to please purchase my flowers? I will literally walk with my one bouquet of flowers in a vase to the nearest hotel, and I will say, would you like to buy flowers with me? That's how I will create business, from nothing, from zero, from air. And I always say I can make money from the air. And one time in my life I needed money, and I did not know where I put my card, because I was moving in the bags. I could not find, where did I put my card? And I needed money that night. And I said, okay, I want the money to be created from the air. And so I was walking, it was night, and I thought, what shall I do? Where is that card? I could not find the card. I did find later, but it's okay. And I saw a white Porsche standing there. The windows were down, the light was inside, and there was sitting a man. I went to him and I said, you know, I need something. He said, what do you need? And he was on a call with other men, and they were French. He had such an amazing accent, and you can see super wealthy, really sweet. And I said, I need the 1,000 today, but I cannot find my card. We spoke a little bit. He bought me food. I sat on the back of the car. He didn't drive anywhere because I don't know him, you know. I sat on the back of the car. I spoke with both of them. One was sitting and one was on the phone. We speak a little bit French, a little bit English. We joke. I was eating my food. I was drinking my juice. In the end, after maybe 20, 30 minutes, he went to the bank. The bank ATM was there. He took 1,000. He said, here you go. So I decided that I'm going to create money from the air. And I did. And of course, actually, God did. He gave me that man from nowhere. Why in a parking lot, middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the night? Why there is a car? Why there is a latest Porsche with a wealthy man sitting there, feeding me and giving me 1,000? I want you to understand that a woman is incredibly powerful. I'm telling you these stories to open your eyes. You want a business? Guaranteed you will be successful. You want a man? Guaranteed he will come to your life. You want children? I want babies. What am I asking for? I'm asking for what I want. I don't need to know how. When you go to the restaurant, you're not asking, so how exactly you're going to cook this salmon? How exactly, which knife you're going to use to cut it? Who cares? You order the salmon and then you could talk with your man, you're left with the girlfriends, you are on a call with your mom. You do not care. You just order the food. Okay, so God, now you're listening. I have witnesses in here. People are live. So I'm keeping you accountable. It's okay. Let me get my list. Okay, shall we? Shall we start? First of all, wealthy, loving man. Okay, because you're my father, you know, I'm your daughter. I'm very valuable. So you, please, the best man. Yeah, you need to look good, act good, love me good, be wealthy good. Okay, wealthy man number 1. I want a feminine business. I want to sell dresses, flowers, candles. I don't know. I just want feminine business. I don't know how. Please provide. Number 2. Number 3, I want femininity. I want more beauty. I want radiance. I want to look younger. I want to age reverse. I want to like my skin to glow. I want my hair to grow. I want my nails to grow. Okay. Number 3, beauty and femininity. I want more things. I want more money. I want more shopping. I want more travel. I want to go to nice places. Okay, number 4, my desires. Number 5, I want more girlfriends. I want to do more seminars. I want to do more courses. I want to write a new book. All right, number 5, my ideas, my creativity, my hobbies. Can I please, waiter, can you please pass this to God? All right, can you take? I have a copy just in case, and I have witnesses here. Do not try to lie. All right, okay, here you go. Okay, done. All right, order placed. Wasn't this funny? Okay, done. All right, let me now relax because it's sent. My father will take care of me. The list is ready. I love this. I love doing this. So regarding the business, we're not opening any business that is harmful, that is illegal. And number 2, we are not waiting for the right time. We're just starting with a 0. And number 3, we are absolutely and wholeheartedly relying on God, because the wealth of the world belongs to Him. Do not go to a man. Do not ask for blessing from your family. Do not beg for attention from other women. I want to be wealthy, I'm going to go to the source. It's a shortcut. And I want you to write in the comments. I want you to write that from today on, I choose wealth. I choose wealth. It's a small, short sentence. Just write it for you. That it's done. I have written the message. It's done. It's sent. I choose wealth. That's my choice. Understand this, number 3, that wealth is in the hands of God. And actually, if you look and you read Bible, even in Quran, they talk very, very distinctively that if you want wealth, go to the source. Don't go to the human. Go to the source. Ask from the source. And I always ask, whenever I needed money, whenever I wanted more, I always ask God. I didn't ask if I worked. I didn't ask from my workplace. If I was with a man, I didn't ask from him. If I was with a family, I didn't ask from them. I always asked God. I said, God, I need money for this. I want money for this. I want to buy this. I want to go here. And there was an amazing story that I told this before, that one of my clients, the job that she was working with, for 7 months, they didn't pay her. They were delayed for 7 months. So I tried to understand the depth this woman had. And I said to her, we have, I understand law very well. I said, let me just draft the email that you need to write to them nicely, not arguing, not where is my money, you owe me this, how dare you, I'm going to sue you, but in a nice way. I understand there was a misunderstanding. I'm happy to provide any details. I've been very loyal. I've done everything you wanted. Please, could you give me the money I need? And we wrote it, we prayed for it. And you know what? Whatever they missed for 7 months, they gave her. She took that money and I said, what do you want next? She said, I want to move to a different country. I said, we're buying the ticket. So if they gave you 10,000, for example, I'm sure you can find 500, 400 to buy the ticket. We bought the ticket. This woman is living in a different country. Now, 6 months, she's living in a different country, dating amazing men, having a beautiful lifestyle. You deserve to have wealth, but ask wealth from the right source, not from the human being. So regarding the business, if you have any questions, let me know. If you want to open the business, this is encouragement for you to start now. Don't wait longer, because you do not have time. If you want to write a book, start now. If you want to open the business, start now. If you want to start some hobby, start now. And I tell you always that try to understand that social media is not for everyone. If I can choose, I will, my real business, it has nothing to do with social media. And you know me, I'm not on TikTok, I'm not on Instagram, I'm not on Facebook, I'm not on any apps. I cannot care less. I'm not a social media person. I can do quality videos like this, sit with you in your luxury place and teach you something. The sun is coming. We started in the night, 4 o'clock, the sun is coming, but the social media is not for me. How did you improve your communication in business and in life? How to improve? First of all, I've been always a great communicator because I'm fluent in different languages and I have degrees. But if you want to improve your communication skills in business and in life, in dating, with friends or family, what you need to learn is you have to learn human design nature, how the human is designed. For you to have communication, you have to understand that there is something that you want and there is something that they want. What is your other business? I'll tell you. So regarding the communication, so before you want to communicate and you want to improve your communication skills, understand, okay, this is what I want to get from this person. For example, I wanted this room. I would like to learn French as a hobby. That's amazing. Okay, you have a task. Sorry to jump from one topic to another. I just read while I can see these comments because they disappear. So I want to read so I can remember. Regarding the communication is you want to, whatever you want to get something. For example, I wanted to get this place, right? I had a goal that I want this business launch for myself. Now, when I went there and I wanted to communicate with them, I knew that I knew what I want to get, but I knew that they're human too. So I need to think, what do they want? So I can give them what they want so I can receive what I want. So I didn't say, I want, you owe me, I want to book this time. I said, okay, I know that you have this option. I know this is the amount. Do you mind if I pay you now so I can have it booked? So I actually talk about them. I say, I pay you, I reserve for you, I tell you now, so it is booked. What you want, what you require from me, do you want this document? So I tell you, like, I'm talking with them, like I'm meeting their interest, but actually back of my mind, I know what I want. So if you want to improve your communication skills in business, in life, pretend and create the picture that actually you're meeting their needs before you get your own needs. So if you're going on a date, for example, you say to the man that I would like you to bring me flowers and a gift, and then you say it will create a romantic atmosphere, you will make me happy, and then when I'm happy, you are happy, that will make me feel closer to you. You say what he will gain from that gift. Not I want a gift, you owe me gift, because Tativik said that men need to bring me gifts. So you present it as what they will gain. So the best way to improve the communication in general with anyone, professional life, financial life, or private life, is to try to understand the human design, how the human nature is, that in order for you to get anything you want, you need to also meet their needs. You need to show them respect and paint a picture that they're gaining what they need. And then on the back of your mind, you know that you're actually gaining what you need. So not I need you to do this, but it would be wonderful if we can agree on a date. So you're actually saying we. You're not saying I want this. You say, I know that you need me to pay for this room. How can I pay this room for? Is there a link, or can I pay cash? So you're talking about them, but in the back of your mind, you know that you are getting what you want. Does it make sense? Regarding the other businesses, my business has nothing to do with actually YouTube. YouTube is my pure passion. It's something where I share about femininity. I share some glimpses of my lifestyle. I don't really show material things. I don't show off cars, houses, designer things. I'm not that kind of person. I'm very personal and I'm very private. But YouTube is where I actually share what God has given to me, what He puts in my soul. I know that I'm saving people. I know that I'm blessing people. So this is my biggest, joy. It's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm sitting here with you. So think about it. Tomorrow I have a dinner. We're going out. But I said I want to really do this. So this is my passion. I really want to show love, and I do this. So my focus is I love selling my dresses. That's like my focus, and I love selling my luxury items. I love to create. But YouTube is just my passion. I don't know, it needs, maybe in 1 year YouTube pays you 100. That's for me is not even what can I do with that? I cannot even buy food. So some girls, they say to me, oh, how comes you don't have I don't have Cash App, I don't have Venmo, I don't have anything. And the only thing I've ever had in my life is PayPal that I created, because sometimes when people have consultation with me, they used to transfer directly to my bank account. Now I have a PayPal. I will link for you if you want in the description. If you want to send thanks or a donation, you're more than welcome to do that, or super thanks. I think YouTube takes, but people were saying, I send to you money. I want to send you money. How can I do that? I'm like, okay, let's open the PayPal so people can pay. But this is, YouTube doesn't give me any income. It's my passion. But yes, I will open more businesses and I will let you know. And I am planning to launch a new book that is now I'm working on. And if you would like, let me know in the comments. Would you like me to do an official launch and actually describe to you? It's going to be a magical book. So let me know if you would like me to do a live where I show you, tell you, and I think it's going to be an amazing experience. Imagine everything I talk about being a book, and you are holding that book and you have the pictures. It's going to be nice, no? And the other comment about learning French, you said, I want to learn French as my hobby. I would give you a very nice homework that I would research the places where you can go and where you can study French. I would not delay. If a man doesn't have a burning desire to spoil you, he's not even trusting himself as being a resourceful man. Not to mention, he's probably not that interested too. Yes, if a man does not have a desire to spoil you, he's just not your man. He's not bad or anything. It just means he's not your man. Because a man who loves you, he wants to make you happy. And actually, men tell me that very often. I want to spoil you. I never bring that up. You don't say, I'm looking for a provider. I want you to spoil me. You don't need to say that. He will. Maybe I will live in Paris for the summer. That will be nice. That is an amazing idea. Paris is very close. The ticket is very affordable. There are tickets that cost less than a grocery. So I would suggest you to find maybe a camp. Maybe you can do a course. Maybe you can study abroad. Maybe you can live an au pair, a nanny. find the way, but this is an amazing idea. You never know what doors it can open. You want to learn French? Okay, we're looking at the French culture. We're reading French books. We're buying a French beautiful hat. We are going to buy a beautiful croissant. I don't eat wheat, but you know what I mean. You can, buy something different. And we're going to look at the tickets in Paris. We're going to look how we can do it. We're going to ask family some help. Maybe I can be a nanny abroad. Maybe I can go for a course. You have a big task to work on. If you have a desire is actually a plan that is put inside of you saying, this is for you. This is for you. So you need to go forward to that desire. This is amazing desire. I wish you best of luck. If you need my help, let me know. But you have a task. Start your research. Put the money aside, start it. What is the name of your Russian channel? Russian channel, it's called Королевская жизнь. It's in Russian. It is royalty living in Russian. And if you would like, just after the live, I will put it in the comments as well, so you can click on it. And I have posted the post. If you scroll down in my post, you can see me in like a very beautiful blue dress that is saying, I have great news. I've opened my Russian channel, and there is a link as well there. But I will post it in the link below. I just posted like a first video. I remember I posted and it immediately took like 1,000. It was about how to be beautiful. Ach ty. A girl wrote in Russian. Oh, like I love it. It's so cute. Yeah, so it's a Russian channel. It's very beautiful. It's a very luxurious channel. What are your other hobbies? Me personally, people don't know, but I'm very professional into sports. Super, спасибо. That's in Russian, says super, thank you. You're welcome, пожалуйста. So now it's a bilingual, Yes, other hobbies, so sports, definitely. I can professionally swim, and I can do tricks under the water. I can stand on my feet and put my feet up, and I can do butterflies, whatever comes to your mind. And I can swim 1 hour nonstop. It's a very big achievement. And I did a big competition, and I won. And I remember I competed as well with the mix, and I also won. I'm a perfect swimmer, and I swim very often in a very luxury places, of course. It's not a simple gym. It's a, luxury beach club. And I love it. And I have also access to one of the wealthiest hotels where actually I swim alone, where it's booked for me. After the public leaves, it's booked under my name. I go and I have security, I have a bodyguard, and I have, the one that swim like instructor. So if someone is sinking, lifeguard there. So they're all there, booked for me. I can go any night. It's paid for like a year. And also I used to... I'm always in a gym. I always do sports. So for me, sports is normal. But I used to, in the beginning, when I was, I think, 18, I started with running. Because for me, I had a goal that I never want to have excess weight. Like you can see from my hands, that I'm quite slim. And I always had this vision in my mind that I will never be obese. I will never be like this, when I look at people, it just terrifies me. So I started with running. I became professional very quick in like 6 months. And I did not need to lose, but I lost like 15 or 20 kilos. So that was the first time when I was like, oh, wow, you can be very beautiful. And then the men were after me. There was just like no end. If you want really a lot of money in your life, lose weight. The best advice I can give you. This is my biggest hobby, my sports. And then of course I had a trainer. He said, it's not good for a woman to run too much. So I transformed from running to swimming. So I've been swimming for a long time, and I go to the gym. I do light weights. I do not do bodybuilder weights because it's not good for a woman. So I would not lift 60 kilos, I would not do deadlifts, but I will do like 5 kilos, for my stamina. And all the, cardio, walking, and all the beautiful things, definitely. But swimming is my main sport. I love that, absolutely. And I just ordered new swimwear as well, but I don't do like a 2 pieces, only professional swimwear. I run 2. I was ranked my country. I'm terrible of obesity. I'm terrified of obesity too. Oh yeah, like I will rather be hungry than have extra weight. I never go on diets and like starve myself. Never do that, because I just eat healthy. I eat what I like. I eat very clean. I don't smoke. I don't drink. But of course, sports. I like Pilates. An incline walk now. Yeah, incline walk is amazing. You can walk on incline for 15 minutes and you will burn more calories than you are walking straight. But just know, my trainer always says, to balance. So do not do incline every day because it puts a lot of pressure on your cuffs, so they weaken actually by the time. So if you do incline, what I do is, for example, I walk a little bit. Yes, for example, 10-15, I walk normal. Then I do 5 minutes incline, so a bit more aggression, a little bit more like a pressure. Then I go down again, and then maybe I can do again 5-10 minutes. But I do not walk incline for 30 minutes. That's very big pressure for your cuffs, and you don't want that. So anything in a sport that is too much is going to hurt you. So one day you go to swim, one day you do incline, one day you do Pilates. Like it's just a mix and match, but in a gentle way. And try to not go gym every day. It is not normal for a woman to be in a gym every day. We are not designed like that. And women in the past, they actually never went on a gym, but they had a beautiful waist, their beautiful skin, and beautiful body. Why? Because they were not eating like we are eating. They were not under the stress that we're under now. So think about it. So right, great advice. Do you have summer travel plans? I want to go to Abu Dhabi. It's not far. And I want to go to safari. I want to go to the proper deep desert. And my man yesterday was talking about, do you want to go to like safari? I was like, yeah, that would be great. And I want to just walk in the sand alone with camels. Like, I really want to do that. And I was thinking maybe to go to Monaco because they start like racing soon. It's a beautiful country. I've been there before. And it's a very luxurious country. Maybe I will go there, the south of France. That's what I would love to go. Do you advise young ladies to marry suitors who are also young and not rich yet? No. In my culture, if a man cannot provide for you, if he's not wealthy enough to secure you, he's not qualified as a man. So if I know a man, a young man who is 23, he's already a businessman. Go to Botswana, you would love it for safari. Oh, thank you. I should definitely check that out. And in general, regarding about men, I would suggest you to understand that men is not bad or lower class. It's just he's not equipped for marriage. So if he's young but not wealthy, no, we cannot marry. What are your thoughts on solo travel to other countries in your late 20s? Absolutely normal. Just be safe. Try to not stay in the hostels. Try to not stay with the dangerous areas. Try to always have your money and cash. But you can absolutely travel. I traveled a lot in my 20s. I was 25 and I moved to Los Angeles. Then after that, I moved to New York. Then after that, I moved to Ireland. Then after that, I moved to London. So I traveled all my 20s. Absolutely, I traveled, was getting engaged every country I would go to. I was getting luxury experiences. I was getting I would definitely suggest you solo travel. And if you have girlfriends, they can join as well. And there is one thing while we're talking about countries, I really wanted to mention this because we spoke about money and there is energetic exchange of money in every country. But I really want to touch one topic about countries. And I want to talk about energies of the countries. I lived in around 10 countries in my life. Lived, it means not travel. I traveled to way more than that. But for example, I stayed in Paris, I went to Italy, I went to Spain. I went to Spain in actually everywhere. Malaga I went to, Madrid, the capital. I went to, what's that beautiful place? Barcelona. Okay, so I've been in multiple cities of one country, but as a travel, if I went to Portugal, and I went to Germany, but I did not live there. But I traveled. I went to Moscow, Armenia, all these things. I traveled, but I didn't live. But I will tell you, there are countries that I lived in, and there are energetics in the country. So I want to talk a little bit about this because a lot of people ask me, since I moved to Middle East, what is different? What is the energy? A lot of people say, if you move to Dubai, can you marry a rich Arab man and your life is covered? And I want to answer these questions because a lot of misconceptions there are under, this travel, like a dilemma. First of all, I grew up in Latvia. It's a very interesting way that when my dad moved there, after that my mom moved there as well. And I grew up in Latvia, and all my degrees are from University of Latvia. So that's the biggest prestigious university there. And Latvia, it's a small country. I think it's only 2.5 million. I don't know how many now. What is your favorite country you have lived in so far? I did love LA a lot. I don't know why, but I think LA is a very feminine country because it's so creative. I loved LA, and I do kind of like where I'm now. I'm still discovering it because I moved here December, January, February, March, 4.5 months ago. So I have a beautiful story I will tell you. So I do kind of like Middle East because it's a Muslim country. You're protected. People pray a lot in here. There's a lot of wealth in here. So yeah, but I think LA I really liked, and it's so funny. I traveled so many places. I did like Monaco as well. I would love to live in Monaco as well. I was thinking to go to Monaco or here, and God showed me to come here. Monaco is nice. I like the nature. It's breathtaking. But I will tell you about each country. So in Latvia, it's a very dry energy because it's a lot of poverty there. But I got all my degrees, and Latvia absolutely blessed me and secured me for life because all my degrees are paid with government help. I never paid for any of my degrees. Did you like living in New York City, moving there in August? New York City, I did, but you have to understand that I was under very big protection. I had family there, so I was living in their house. I had a person who was driving me, so I never took a taxi. I never faced public transport, and I went to all restaurants that they were paying for me. So I was under a very big wing, so I did not see the real life of New York City. But if I need to choose, for example, on my own, that would not be a city that I would move in because I do not like very big metropolitan cities that are only chasing a certain thing, and that is full of, complete strangers. I personally would not move there. I like Staten Island more because it's more family, it's quiet, it's just lower houses, people like working from home, they're having small businesses. But I'm like this, I'm a very traditional, I'm very, very traditional, you don't imagine. But I would definitely, if you're young, I would go to New York City, I will buy the ticket, I will force myself to go and go through the experience, and then I will judge, do I like it? Because I know a girl who wanted to go there, and she went, and she created a singing career, she created a modeling career, and she loves New York. It matches her energy. So that is only if you will like it. But one advice I will give you, all the cities that I moved in, if you do not move in, if you do not try, you will never know. So do not trust anyone, do not read any reviews, just go put yourself in that environment and then decide. That's how I did all my life. So from Latvia I moved, and I traveled a lot. But I remember like the biggest move for me was LA. I was very young, I was 25, I didn't move anywhere before, and I just moved there, and I met a lot of people, and I lived in Studio City. That's like for the actors, it's a very wealthy place. I lived on a hill with a beautiful mansion. It was like breathtaking. And one time this man comes, with this GMC, that's a huge car. Yes, I will try for 1 year. Upper East Side, Manhattan, classy area. Yeah, very classy area. Absolutely try 1 year, but do not pressure yourself. Say, I will just go there, and the moment I do not like, I'm leaving. But I am going to try, I'm going to do it for myself. I'm going to do it for myself. Because you will never know. You might love it, you might go there, and after 1 week, 2 weeks, you made amazing friends, then you get engaged with someone, then you open the business or your work or studies. You never know, but you have to go and try. I would definitely take, and like this needs to be like decided. I'm going to New York City, and I'm going to see how I like it. I liked it because I was under the very big protection, so I did not see the real life. But you need to go and check for yourself. Like, do not read the reviews, do not even ask your friends who have been there. Just say, oh, I have a vision, I want to go to New York City. Okay, Manhattan, East, Upper Side, yeah, this is classy place, I'm going to see. I've decided. And then have fun, and write us, see how you go, get along, tell us how you get along. Go anywhere you want. Even if you say to me, I want to go to, I don't know, some small country, Ukraine, I will say, yes, go. Go anywhere you want, anywhere your soul wants, go, do, try, fall, stand up again, cry, do again, just live your life. Experiment as much as you can. So yes, after that, so I traveled a little bit, and I will tell you, I want to really mention something very deep about energetics, about different cities and about different countries. When I lived in Ireland, I've never met such a warm people. They are so sweet. They always call you sweetheart, love. I was like, do I know you? Like when first time someone talks to me, I'm like, love, sweetheart, like, do I know you? But they were amazing because Ireland, Dublin is the capital of Ireland, and it's very rare that in capitals people are nice. I rented an apartment in a they have a thing. It's like a big metal statue. It's called Spike. It's just a very very long stick, basically. It doesn't have anything on it. It's just stick in the middle of the city. And I lived, like, I could see that stick from my apartment. It's the biggest city center, because Dublin is small. And my gym was the most executive gym, like the most luxury gym. They have chandeliers in the gym. The pool is golden, like plated. It's so beautiful. So I chose the most expensive area, the most expensive gym. I even got a letter after, when I completed 1 year, that said this person was a member of our gym. So cute. And I dated a lot of men. I got several times proposed, but I didn't accept any proposals. I didn't stay there. But for more than 1 year, I lived in Dublin, and the energy is really nice because people are extremely warm. But the one minus is that they drink a lot. They pubs, bars everywhere. So that's not my culture, and I cannot deal with that. But people are super sweet. Dublin has a very ease energy, but it's very small. It's a lot of Brazilian there, a lot of like these warm cultures like French, Italian, so you can make a lot of friends. I have made so many friends. It was unheard of. I went to more than 150 events in 1 year. Events. That is not going to the restaurant. Events. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I found energy, but I never met so many people as I met there. And there, actually, I created like my own club. It was called Good Life Club, and I had around 250 members, and we would every weekend go somewhere. We would have seminars. It was a paid club, and it was absolutely amazing. We will go to dinners, study. It was amazing. What were the reasons you broke off engagements in the past? Main reason, sometimes men will tell me that they want children later, maybe 5 years. For example, a man proposed to me and he said, I want to wait 5 years until the first child. And I was like, absolutely not. Those 5 years, I can have a 5-year-old. So for me, the biggest deal breakers, if there was only children involved, because they were all, they were all providers. They were very handsome. Majority of the men that I date, they're just a different class. They always have beautiful cars, beautiful places. They have businesses. So it was never like something that they did, but it was always connected with the family. So if they don't want children, then, or they want children in long term, then I don't see a reason for engagement. An engagement for me is just a test time. I can be engaged, okay, but I will watch him, I will go out with him, I will spend time with him, but I'm not going to live with him, I'm not going to be intimate with him, I'm not going to give money to him, I'm not going to solve his problems. It's just a moment of just observation. So for me, I got proposed 8 times in my life, and 2 of the men that were proposing me, they proposed me several times. So there was a man who proposed me 3 times. There was another man who proposed me, I think, 2 times. But all 8 times, sometimes I would accept the proposal, sometimes I would not even accept the proposal. So I was not like getting engaged for 8 times and refusing them, but I was proposed 8 times, from 8 different men. So I kind of counted. It was like engagement every year, And I'm very quiet and I'm very discreet with that. If I see that I don't see the future with that man, I just don't accept the proposal, And one time I was in a restaurant, it was actually in America, and the man proposed, and I did not expect that, And I was standing there, I was looking at the ring, and the people are saying, so is that yes? And I never said yes, I just hugged him because I didn't want to embarrass him. And in the car, I was just looking at the ring, and he said, you never said the answer. I was like, I need to think about it. And then when I came home, I prayed about it. I was like, God, I don't feel like this is the one. Because I knew him for 1 month. And I said, okay, show me if he's the one. And then he showed that he's not. So I returned the ring. I never said yes. So for me, to get engaged is very easy, because you have to understand, it's like I'm living in a Hollywood era when women were not sleeping with men. In my life, in my mind, I'm still that woman. I'm still that era woman, that I do not sleep with men without the marriage. I will always tell you to save yourself for marriage. So when you're saving yourself for marriage, man has no other option than to marry you, because they know that you're not going to be intimate with them. So for me, to get proposed, the biggest secret is because I'm not being intimate with those men. And I'm not kissing around, touching around, feeling around, letting him squeeze all my body. That disgusts me when I think about it. How dare you? Who are you? Do I know you? My friends laugh when I say, do I know you? Why are you touching me? Do I know you? When I say about the men, I have very big boundaries with men. because I'm very beautiful, I'm very feminine, and I'm very luxurious. It's very different that you see me standing and sitting in here talking to you, but imagine for a man to have me. It's a very big, honor. And yes, regarding the energies, and then London, I did not like. I think the most, I lived there for many years. I had a business there. I lived there. I was in a relationship there. I got engaged there, but I broke off everything, and I was like, no, that's not for me. And London is just such a negative energy, and it's so much poverty, so much danger. So I decided to move to Middle East, and I was like, okay, people say Dubai is the best city in the world. Let me come, and I'm still like looking. I'm like, okay, I don't know. Let me see. I'm still like this. So I'm very protective of myself. But it's a lot of wealth in here, but it's a lot of immigrants in here as well. A lot of poverty, like a lot of low-class Indian, Pakistani, all these, African people where they have nothing. They come from villages. They're not educated. They cannot speak English. By the way, nothing against those cultures. I have nothing against those cultures. But what I have against is non-educational, arrogance, no manners, and dumbness. I cannot deal with stupidity. It's very difficult for me. But they are everywhere in here. So sometimes if I don't have a driver, like 1 second I cannot walk in the street. It's just like all those low-class workers. It's really difficult for me because I cannot, witness so much poverty. I feel like I'm in a village, and I'm like, this is Dubai. What are these people doing in here? But they're the ones who drive everything, deliver everything. Taxis, taxi, madam, taxi, taxi. No, leave me alone. I have a driver. Why will I go to your dirty car? So this is the only deal breaker for me in here, but I understand that everywhere is going to be immigrants. Whenever there is a rich city, it's going to be a lot of immigrants because there are a lot of service. You know how many people are serving? Do you need visa to live in different countries? I would love to do that. I live in USA, California. Depends where I go. In US, yes, I do need a visa. In here, you come, I already bought another visa that I can stay longer. Generally, yes, I do need visa because my passport is a different passport and I cannot hold 2 passports at the same time. And it's funny that I lived so many years in London, and I was actually qualified to have their passport. I'm like, I don't need your passport. I don't like you. The way I left London, you should have seen the way I left London in 17 hours. I packed everything I have. I ordered my driver. I'm like, take me to the airport. I want to go to Dubai. Then the night, I was the most magical experience. That night I arrived and I'm sitting and I'm looking at the palm and I'm like, I'm saved from London. Because when it's winter in London, it's the highest depression, dark, gloomy, negative. People are poor. People are robbing each other at the street, attacking. Oh my God, I'm like, save me. And it was Monday, and I saw a dream that God is telling me Dubai, Dubai, Dubai 3 times. He told me that word, and I woke up. I'm like, okay, I need to buy the ticket. So Tuesday I bought the ticket. Friday I was in an airplane. Friday night I'm sitting in a restaurant in Dubai Marina. It's a very famous place. I'm sitting. It's 3 o'clock in the night. I'm looking at this palm tree and I'm thinking, is this me here? Is this real? And I took a picture and I'm looking. I'm like, am I really here? That's crazy. That's why I tell you, wherever you want to go, go. Because now I don't have regrets. I came, I tried. Habibi, come to Dubai, so cute. And I would watch Instagram, like when they show the Burj Khalifa, he's absolute sweetheart. Burj Khalifa for me is a provider man, wealthy provider man. Whenever I see him, I'm like, oh. And here is the sports car, the luxuriousness is like, I was going home to change my dress. There's a huge Lamborghini standing next to my dress, next to my house. And then he saw me and he did a circle to see me again. I'm like, I know that you're following me. So here, Lamborghini is after you. So it's like the richest, and there are a lot of nice Arab men. There's a lot of beautiful women. It's a beautiful country. It has its own minuses as well. You need to live to get to know. Sometimes it's too hot and all these things. But for me, the saddest part is how many actually poor people from villages are working here. It's just, I was waiting for the driver and I see all this river of low-class workers pushing themselves in the tube, and I just got terrified. I was like, oh my God, like that life I would not want to live. So they live here, they're enjoying the perks of Dubai, but they're living in shared accommodations with 10 people in a room. They're getting into dirty buses that taking them to the work. They're working a low-class job. They're getting like 1,000 in a month. So they're living a low-class life, and there are rivers and millions of them, and the construction is very high here. So who do you think are building those houses? So the rich side is very small. There is only upper class or absolute lower class. There is no middle class in here. But it's a good city. If you have money, you can live here. If you do not have money, No, you will not survive. Any questions about any cities? Regarding the vibe, I want to tell you that choose the city that is wealthy, because we're talking about wealth, so choose the city wisely. So let me summarize everything we discussed. Is that number one, please focus on understanding what luxury lifestyle is. That money, luxury lifestyle is who you are as a luxury person, places that you go, luxury places, and of course, becoming and behaving in a luxury way. Second, we were talking about shopping, that do not be afraid to buy good things, do not do thrift things and second-hand used things. And also understand a woman is created to shop, to create, to nurture her environment. So shopping is not bad. Of course, do not become shopaholic. Do with a understanding, not wasting your last penny, but allow yourself to buy whatever you want because you're created for abundance. And the third, we were talking about businesses, that if you have a business idea, do not wait, do not need to have a plan, just start doing it. Do not do any harmful businesses, and understand that the source of any business and a wealth is God. And then I also touched about the energies, the different cities I described. All these France, Italy, those have very beautiful energies, but the most of all, I did not like London. And I would say California I did like. Here I also like Monaco, I really liked. But there is so much to see, so if you have any recommendations, let me know what you like, where you would like to travel. And I will tell you one thing, wherever you go, whatever you do, please understand and try to put relationship first, try to put love first. I would in heartbeat exchange everything I have or I will have just to get married and have children. That's the most important thing for me. And I wish I would realize that sooner, because society pressures you to have degree, to have career, to have money or business, or just look beautiful, but put the man on a back burner. But no, have the man first. Where would you move to next? I don't know yet, because I just moved here 4.5 months ago, so I don't know if I want to go somewhere. But if I would like to visit, I really want to go to Monaco again. I didn't spend much time when I went there first time, so I would love to go to the mountains, go to the racing, be on a yacht. When I came here to Dubai, I went on a yacht on the first week, and it was just amazing experience. I love sailing, I love sea, and I love luxury yachts, of course, but I just love being in the water. I'm a definitely water person. You can put me in the water and I will not come out. So I love nature. Dubai does not have real nature because it's artificial city. So Monaco is real nature. It's one of the most beautiful cities I've ever been to. But yes, recommend, if you have anything, let me know in the comments. I will come visit, There are so many beautiful places I really want to go. And I want to go, I want to go somewhere really far, one of my friends is going to Hawaii. I'm like, yeah, I would like to go to Hawaii. And I do want to go to Florida. I want to go see Miami because people are saying it's really nice and warm and people are really nice and beautiful there. I want to go see. Who knows? But yes, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. It was amazing live. We should do this again, huh? And I love that you're here. If you need anything, let me know. Ask your questions. I wish you a very good, blessed day. And I cannot wait to see you again. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for comments. Thank you for hearts. Thank you for your compliments. Thank you for your questions. And you're valuable. Remember that. And you deserve money, you deserve success, you deserve a wealthy man, you're a man, you deserve a beautiful woman, you deserve it all. Palm Beach, Florida, and Hawaii. Thank you for advice. Thank you for sharing your energy with us. It was great live. You are very kind and wise. Thank you for a beautiful compliment. I appreciate you. I see you. I hear you. And it's amazing that we created this community. I wish I would do lives earlier. It's so easy and so pleasurable, and I'm so happy. I learned it really quick, and I really enjoy the energy of live. And I feel like I can actually teach, because when it's a short video, 20 minutes, I feel I cannot teach enough, and I want to go through all the steps with you. It was amazing. Thank you so much, everyone who was here, and I see you very soon. Be blessed, be happy, be beautiful, be feminine, and finally say, I decide to be wealthy. Is my time. And I wish you wealth. I wish you all the riches, because it's part of who you are. It's your birthright. Kisses to everyone, and I'll see you very soon.